After a long week of work and being premenstrual, I decided to make easy comfort dinner of the spicy buldak noodle variety. At the time, it was a satisfyingly delicious, tingly experience. This morning, not so much. The cat woke me up at 6 a.m. with her usual underhand tactics, batting hair clips across the room, rummaging in my jewelry box, paw in mouth. Despite having some expected cramping, I was for a moment in blissful ignorance, forgetting I'd had such a fiery feast the night before. Standing up, however, I'm immediately hit with what I've heard variously referred to as shooty bum pain, butt lightning, and the more scientific javelin arse. Like many women, this isn't an unusual experience for me at this monthly juncture, but this time it's accompanied by an unexpected urgent gurgling. The cat meows impatiently with eyes full of WTF, mother, because I'm just standing there calculating my next move, rather than making haste with her ladyship's breakfast. I manage to whimper out an apology and divert to the bathroom. Ah, yes. The ramen. I don't need to go into details, but having people may be familiar with what it does to the pipes on a normal, non-spicy day, so you can fill in the rest. When it seems like it's over, I splash my clammy face with water and finally get to making my princess's most important meal of the day. By this point, she'd been howling outside the door. I usually let her in to writhe at my feet, but didn't think she'd enjoy it as much this time, and is monitoring my every move with a steely gaze to ensure I don't stray further out of her usual strict schedule. I barely get the tin of tasty ocean fish in broth open when it happens again. I can feel the rage in her eyes burning the back of my head as I sprint back up the stairs. Please say this is the last installment. When the breakfast-making finally resumes, rather than being her yappy self, she's now sitting in disappointed silence. If cats could huffily fold their arms, she would have. She seems to forgive me, though, when she gets to tuck in at last to her fishy feast with small brown rocks on the side, and I wearily return to my bedchamber. A very sweet part of our weekend routine is that she comes up and snuggles in with me after her breakfast, and here she is to settle down for a nice long lie-in with mother. This is usually our favorite part of the day, when father, my boyfriend, is still asleep and we snooze away in each other's arms. I've been looking forward to this all week, and like to think she has too. Through the quiet bliss, my boyfriend rips a clean fart, and I find myself feeling jealous that he can let one off so confidently. Out of sheer reflex, my body goes to reply with one of my own, but it, thankfully, comes to an emergency stop at the gates. That is not happening. I try to breathe through it. The cat, after her morning of routine pandemonium, has finally got comfortable and is purring contentedly. Only an evil person would disturb her. Unfortunately, Satan is real and is inside me. By this third time, there is so much burning that I decide to just get in the shower, to avoid aggravating the situation further. Even Andrek's super soft triple quilt feels like coarse grit sandpaper, and I wonder wistfully why we still haven't embraced the bidet in this country. I'm feeling a bit faint, and the cool water brings me back from the brink. I'm now finally back in bed, slightly shell-shocked, with a strong chamomile tea and a boyfriend who slept peacefully through the entire ordeal of toilet abuse, whimpering, flushing, showering, and caterwauling. The consequences of my actions have humbled me, and the cat is nowhere to be seen, presumably packing a tiny bag with all her toys to run away. How do I make it up to her? TLDR made buldak spicy ramen as comfort food, resulting in devastatingly amplified and painful gut drama and destroying my cat's precious morning routine.